first down. Justin Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 30.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming out of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
On the play.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Austin Eckler, the Charger ball.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Complete.
It's a big one there for the Chargers. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down now. It's Kelly. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's out right at the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 7 from the 20. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He was brought down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Mariota. They're trying to get to Bugs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A give. This is Kevin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Don't forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the Chargers' 31-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mariota from the gun on third down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's fourth down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
The tackle made by...
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. A first and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Second and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Herbert's pass.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Brings up second and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Badgley's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Throwing, Mariota. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
It's fourth down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now As you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota, and he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Mariota. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Tyrell Williams, now a member of the Raiders, but he began his career with these Chargers. He spent 4 years with the Bolts. His best season came in 2016. That was the year that Keenan Allen went down in the opener with a knee injury. And Williams that year wound up with 69 catches for over 1,000 yards. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Raiders 24. Chargers 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Intercepted. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Raiders 31. Chargers 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got them.
And the Raiders have got him. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down. The rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Malik Collins providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Ty Long now. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. The game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A game there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Tackled by Canada.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
Mariota to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And it's second down.
Second and 10.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Chargers.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Going deep here for Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Following the interception here, Mariota. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Tackle made.
Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Brings up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing on second and 8. Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Joe Reed on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Now a pass pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. And he hits him in stride. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a match. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back near his goal line, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Results. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On the return is Reed. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it.
The Raiders
loss Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a play in the catch.
And unable to connect. It's incomplete.
For Nelson Aguilar.
And the clock stopped at 8 seconds.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running is Jacobs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
So this one